We're just gonna have to kind of cut the pleasantries because this is a new segment I like to call I got out of my bed for this. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome back to my channel. That doesn't make sense. Thanks for, hey, hi, how's it going? I think I'm haunted. I'm going to keep this as concise as I possibly can. I just finished watching Trisha Paytas' video about why she's afraid of Jeffree Star and Hair by Jay, or as I like to call him, Hair by Who? Who the fuck are you? Wow, there's a lot to unpack. I will not be sharing clips from that video, but I will link it below if you haven't seen it yet. Basically, it's a kind of a classic Trisha having a breakdown kind of video showing clips from Hair by Jay's Instagram live, I guess. He really kind of went in on her, and everything he said sounded really threatening. And, you know, she's lucky that, you know, Jeffree doesn't air out her shit. She's lucky that Jeffree's a nice person. Evidently, they all sort of on this now infamous Vegas trip. It's clear some of the things that he's saying in this video were things that he was saying then. Mocking her suicide attempts, mocking her weight, mocking the way that she eats, mocking her financial status, mocking the fact that she rents her house and she didn't buy it, making fun of her skin, claiming that she had a problem with paying him for services rendered. On the surface, all of this stuff seems like Trisha refers to it a lot as just mean girl shit. It's just very talking shit, very starting drama where there is none, just being a catty bitch. It's disgraceful, and the way that he spoke about her was disgraceful and disgusting for sure. And I know that every commentary and drama channel is definitely gonna harp on that. I want to harp on something else that actually literally made me get out of bed to make this video tonight. Trisha made a comment that was basically airing, and it seemed like she made this comment in passing in the middle of rattling off her feelings. She mentioned that Ryland had just had Jeffree Star on his podcast and that they were just laughing it up and this and that. And you could tell that that hurts her. And then she makes reference to the fact that she had told Shane Dawson about the things that they said and did to her. This Hair by Jay motherfucker actually ended up doxing Trisha Paytas, her phone number and her business name. She says that there was a breach of security, and it's because of this. She said when she went to Vegas with everybody that there were essentially surprise expenses, like wigs, which she hadn't planned on paying for and she didn't ask for. The Mariah Carey concert, which she wasn't invited to initially and they invited her as an afterthought. Said she intended to pay towards a private jet and everybody said no, it's taken care of. She wanted to pay for the wig services up front and Jay had told her no, Jeffree's got it covered. And then when she left early, he decided to bill her for it, and $1,000 more than they were worth. These are just really disgusting, kind of scummy things, right? But mind you, like I said, Trisha had told Shane and Ryland that this was happening. And she was afraid to tell Shane because she didn't want to lose him. Honey, as afraid and as triggered as Trisha was in this video, as clearly deeply hurt, and I almost started honestly, I almost cried when she said, I'm sorry for being fat. I'm sorry I rent my house instead of own it. Because what is this culture? We're so caught up in this culture of making millions of dollars for being an idiot on the internet, and the amount of hate, like actual hate and shame and vitriol spewed at people for not having enough even when they have plenty is just gross. You could argue that some of us commentary channels or tea channels, drama channels, they're guilty of doing that too. But I think the goal of a commentary channel or a tea channel or a drama channel is to kind of hold that mirror up to the creator and say, is this really what you want to be putting out into the world? And again, this whole time, she had told Shane Dawson that this was happening. And she was afraid to lose Shane as a friend. When she clearly told Shane that this was happening, and Shane just chose Jeffree anyway. Fuck Shane Dawson. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck Shane Dawson. Fuck Shane Dawson before, sure. You know, she's held his hand for 10 fucking years through every scandal he's been in. She's been the only person, honestly, the only real creator that I know of who has actually stood up and said, no, Shane's a good person. I stand by Shane. Even though he's done all this fucked up shit, I stand by Shane. And where is Shane Dawson right now? Probably playing fucking Animal Crossing. Probably, oh, I'm gonna make my way back to the internet slowly in a soft launch on Instagram where I'm playing Animal Crossing. I made slime. Fuck Shane Dawson. And you know what, and honestly, I was disgusted by Shane Dawson, by everything that had gone on, by all of that shit. I thought it was way more repulsive than I ever thought it was. I sort of applauded the fact that he actually did leave the internet, and then he started to slowly creep back, and I'm thinking, all right, man, if you're gonna come back, you just make the video you need to make at least attempt to make the amends you need to make, because the internet ain't forgetting this one. You're not gonna skate by. Yes, you've got maybe millions and millions of followers who will let you pass on this, but overall, you're not gonna skate by just by coming back and fucking, I don't know, watering the plants on somebody's fucking island. It absolutely infuriates me that this person, and maybe this is because this is something I see in myself that has happened to me, maybe not to this magnitude, but like going so hard for your friend, standing up for them no matter what, looking like the asshole, taking shit because you want to stand up for your friend, and then that friend in your time of need is like, yeah, but I like that person too, and I couldn't be bothered to possibly, I don't know, use my fucking head. Maybe it's all of that empath energy just getting in his way. And I'll say one thing, at least Jeffree Star stayed out of drama for about 5 minutes. I genuinely, sincerely hope that Trisha is okay, mentally, physically, and safe. I know Trisha's not by any stretch everybody's favorite creator. I know a lot of people have a lot of big problems with Trisha. Totally valid, totally understandable. She is very problematic. She has a very problematic past. She has certainly made a lot of fuck ups, and some that probably she will never come back from. But I do think as a human being, she deserves the decency to not be treated this way. And I think she deserves better friends, honestly. What do you think about this situation? What do you think about Shane and Jeffree? Does any of it surprise you? Does any of it bother you? Do you want to blow a gasket like I do at 11 o'clock at night? Anyway, if you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to give it a like. Likes are good. I just passed 500 subs, but don't let that stop you from subscribing. Subscribe while you still can. I don't know what that means. It sounded very ominous. Hope you have a terrific night. I hope you sleep better than I will, and I'll see you in the next one.